What is up, crumbs? Welcome back to yet another tier list video. And yeah, today we're doing a tier list because I haven't done one in like, I don't know, months. And I asked a poll and everyone mostly said yes, they want to see this again. So why not? And a very random topic, but of course, since my sandwich does hardcore drugs. Since my sandwich does hardcore drugs, I will of course start with one of my favorite things in the Binding of Isaac game, and that is drugs. You might be asking, Maka, what does drugs count in your eyes? That would be literally any kind of mushroom, any kind of syringe, and any kind of pill. But when I say pill, I'm not gonna be counting all of the pills like speed up, the shot speed, or balls of steel, something I don't have, or anything like that, because that's a lot and I kind of don't have time. But if you guys want to see me do another video on the all pill ones, then this video gets 20 likes and I'll go for it. Hey, Maka here, because I forgot to say the important thing that I always do, and that is if you're excited to see the series and you already know what to do, subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell, get notified when it comes out, and like it as well, because it's about enjoying the crumbs. Taking over the world and need more of you to defeat arch enemy. And while you're here, join my Discord server. No reason not to. We'll chill, talks and memes, art and video ideas that I could do. But enough of that, now let's actually get into the tier list. So we have, of course, all of the categories. You are in paradise, that's some good shit, having a good time. This won't give you happiness, because you know, drugs is supposed to give you happiness, well, some don't. So we'll start off in the syringe categories, which we'll start off with the poison touch, the death it's called, I don't know, I'll put up the name. Well, this item has poison touch and speed up, meaning that since you have poison touch, nobody wanted to come near you. I think I have this because when I come near girls, they run away. Anyways, it's a little speed up. Speed ups are good, and the whole touch thing, I mean, you most of the time don't want to get hit, so I don't see why that would even matter, but it's a tiny speed up. So to be honest, any speed up is decent. So I'll just chuck it there, although it's not the best, but it's a tiny little speed up and poison touch, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of here, but at the same time not. Next syringe we have, let's take a classic damage in range, which is pretty good. I mean, you get damage, which is something everybody wants nowadays, and you get some range. And most characters start with really low range. Looking at you, Kane. So this is a pretty decent item. So probably going to be around, I mean, I think it's better than this one. So I don't think it's the best, but I'm gonna put it there. It's better than that one. Alright, next syringe, well, whatever this one is called, I'm not gonna bother with the names. The power or low health equals power, blah 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 blah. So this is the lower you are, the stronger you are. So it can have moments, 100%. There's many items that with your HP amount giving you buffs, but you don't really want to be low. So most of the time you don't want this. Like most of the time you don't want to be at low HP. I mean, I don't want to be low HP because I get hit very goddamn easily. So this one, to be honest, I usually never see this item and I usually don't give a shit about it. It's like not one of those items when I see in the treasure room, I'm like, okay, I'll take it and continue my run. It's when I see the item in the treasure room, I'm like, oh, well, let's continue restarting and pray I get a good item. So, to be honest, I don't really see that being as good. Okay, now let's go with the shot speed and speed. This one is alright. It gives you, I mean, shot speed is like one of those stats where you really, I mean, for me, I don't really give a shit about shot speed. Sometimes you want slow shots. Example, if you have Godhead with a low aura, slowly hitting them, or maybe zero tech, what the f it's called. If you want that as well, for the shot slowly penetrate their insides.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
So this one is, still think it's better than the poison one. So it's going here as well. Range and speed. So this one is, instead of damage from this syringe, you get speed, which is like, is that a good trade? In a way, sometimes it is. Sometimes you want speed, sometimes you want more damage. I mean, of course, it depends on your run scene, but don't even think about jumping on the table, you dumbass. Okay, my cat is running everywhere. I think he's on drugs as well. Anyways, this is an alright item. But to be honest, I will usually take the damage one instead of this, because I'm more of a damage person, if I do say so myself. So I will put this here. I think it's better than shot speed one because most of the time I would rather take a range than shot speed if I'm going to be honest. Now let's take the random one, which is, well, random. The syringe literally can give you almost about anything. It can either give you ups or downs, or even make you lose HP or gain HP. Like the only time I would take this is like almost maybe at the start or in late game where it really doesn't give a shit. It can be pretty helpful sometimes, it can. So I'm gonna put it dead last. It's alright. Actually no, I'll still take this before the poison one if I'm gonna be honest. I like taking my chances, risking for the biscuit. That's me right now. Most of the time I'll choke on that biscuit without water. I just say the weirdest shit sometimes and I don't know why. So this one is more like a needle, but it's kind of like a syringe. I mean, they both go inside you and then sprut their fluids. This is actually a pretty good item. It shoots out a needle that does 3 times your tear damage. It can insta-kill all but bosses, and when the needle hits someone, it'll explode, insta-killing it to 10 different needles, and all of them needles doing the same like the normal needle, 3 times your damage, but it won't insta-kill normal enemies. And of course this all depends on your luck stat. So if you have like, I don't know, 15 luck, you have like 50% chance to throw these. So they can be very good. So I'm gonna put in that some, that's some good shit. Okay, last syringe item. This is the one that, to be honest, I usually always get excited when I see. It's a speed and damage. To be honest, anything with damage I'm mostly gonna take. And I'm gonna put this in some good shit, or I have to this every time. That's some good shit. It's because you get damage and you get speed. Those are some 2 pretty good combinations. You wanna be fast and you wanna kill him. You don't wanna go, you wanna hit and dash. I don't know, if I could pick one of all of these syringes, if you don't count this one because I picked this one guaranteed, it would usually be always in this one because I just love damage, to be honest, and speed. That's an extra plus if you ask me. Okay, now that we're done with the syringes, let's move on to mushrooms, which is, most drugs. Let's just get the easy ones out of the way. Alright, moving on. Okay, let's backtrack. So we have the Giga Mushroom, what the fuck it's called. And Mario probably used it, and that's why Peach is going for him, because he got that Giga dick. Now it turns you gigantic, and you're basically invincible. You run around shooting gigantic tears, like almost the same amount of tears you get from poof, that item, I cannot pronounce it. You get high damage, and you basically destroy everything in your path, and you literally probably can't die. Of course, only downside being that you have to wait so f***ing long for this item to recharge. So long you're going to be waiting by the time it's recharged. GTA 6 and Silk Song is already out. And we have Magic Mush, which is literally everybody thinks the Magic Mush when they're blowing up the little mushrooms in the mines or caves. I mean, that's the main reason we blow this up, just to get the Magic Mush, You want to get that all stats up. Speed, damage, range, shot speed. For some reason, not tears. I got to experience that the hard way in one of my tears challenges. And sometimes they can spawn in the f***ing treasure rooms, which is like crazy. Okay, let's move on to some other ones. So we have, let's go with the 1-up mushroom, which is, it gives you a 1-up. Now let's be honest, a 1-up is always good again. Extra life, meaning that when you die, you can try again. And these 1-ups are very good for me because I die 24/7 with skill issue, and I put that onto content and people laugh at it. What am I doing with my life? Anyways, it's a good item, right? You get 1 extra life, just happy days, and I don't know, 1 more transformation count towards fungi. And now let's go on to this one. This one gives you speed and range, which is, I mean, yeah, it's kind of basically like the green one. Pretty sure they're almost the exact same. I'm not even kidding. You get like 0.3 speed up and a 1.5 range up. The only difference being 1 goes to the fucking spawn transformation, 1 goes to fungi. Okay, let's move on to this one. The soy milk off-brand. This is basically like soy milk, get higher tiers, lower your damage, but instead of soy milk, you mix crazy amount of tiers and stupidly low damage. This one gives you a decent amount of tiers and doesn't really murk your damage, so it's actually a pretty good item. This one is, that's some good shit. Now let's move on to this one. which I don't really know if you would count as mushroom, but it's spores. And for me, learning on The Last of Us, spores come from mushrooms, so kinda counts. I'm gonna put this one in having a good time. I mean, like, it's alright, just that, hold up. Simba, was that you? Imagine this item as the explosive shots, whatever it's called. You shoot one, it sticks onto them, gets bigger and bigger. I wish I could say the same thing about mine. It gets bigger and bigger, then it'll explode this little gas, and then if there's enemies close, it'll shoot out new shots, then go into the other one, getting bigger, bigger, shoot out new shots. Basically being like spores, just infecting everything around itself. Like, it's a decent item. It's pretty good at getting rid of big groups that nobody wants to speak to. Now let's take to be honest, I would give my opinion, but I can't even use it, because when I use it, my game crashes. Yes, I don't know why. If you're playing on PS4 and you use this active item, the moment you click on it, your game just gets an error and then it shuts down. I don't know why. Every time you use Wave Your Cap, it gives you plus 0.75 tears up and minus 0.03 speed down. But yeah, so this, well, I remember before the patch, because before this worked, but I got a new patch, it doesn't work. But I'm pretty sure it's supposed to give you little tears, I think 0.75, I'm not sure. And then low speed down. And they can stack, so like you can use it multiple times for the rest of the floor. But the only downside being, if you use it, you're literally going high. Just imagine that pufferfish from Minecraft. You eat it, you get nausea. Imagine that with Skittles colors. Yeah, you're having a good time, I guess, with this one. You're having a good time. And let's take what the her name is. Like, I give a shit. This item gives you a health up, tears up, and shot speed down, which is, you get more ups than you get downs. Like, the most good things that you want when it comes to stats is, I don't know, damage, speed, tears. Range is a little bit up there and nobody gives a fuck about shot speed. And this gives you tears and HP up, which of course HP up is also good, but tears, very nice. So this item, I'm actually gonna put in having some on. That's some good shit. Now let's take the item that has gone on my penis, making it fucking microscopic. So this item, again the name, not gonna bother saying it, is shrink shots. Meaning that you have a little chance to shoot this one like blue, cyan, glowing tear, and if it hits an enemy, they go like Mario style, very small, and they run around, can't damage you, and they try running away from you. And the thing you can do now is you can either kill them, or you can fucking take your gigantic feet, and feet in there, or finder, what the fuck you call it, and just, it's like, it's alright. Let's take this one, which is of course mostly very good, because yeah, it gives you health, damage, and a little speed down, which kinda hurts, but you gain that health and damage up, mostly seems like worth it. This item is mostly very good, so I'm gonna chuck it all the way over here. Like, that's some good shit. Now we're gonna go on the, I guess, the pill items. There's barely any pill items before, except pill pickups, but yeah. We have the active one, which is just, well, it's an active item, and if you use it, it will use your current pill. Imagine you're having a balls of steel, like you're holding the balls of steel, and that's like, imagine you're holding a pill, you know, you're holding balls of steel. Like you're holding your balls of steel. You're holding... Fuck me. You're holding the pill pickup, balls of steel, and if you're holding it and you use the active item, it basically uses the balls of steel, therefore giving you 2 extra soul hearts, and then you continue doing it if you want. So I'm just gonna put it in, you're having a good time. Alright, you're having a good time. Okay, last one. Okay, now we're on to the last, but certainly not least, caffeine pill. Yes, you're shocked, I actually remembered it. This item, it only appears in boss rooms, and it's alright. It gives you a speed up, and it gives you a size down. No, don't make fun of me, I already did that myself. So when you get a size down, it's less likely for you to get touched by someone. And also, it just drops a pill. I don't know, it just drops a random pill as well. So you kind of get a lot of ups with this one. It's a good boss item, to be honest. It's actually a good one. Yeah, that's some that's some good shit. But yeah, that's all jug items ranked, or at least the ones that my dumbass can remember. If I forgot somehow, then I don't know. If I forgot some, put it down in the comments and let me know so I can feel like an idiot later. But if you have some other items you thought counted as drugs but I didn't include, tell them down in the comments and I don't know, I'll give my opinion on where I would put it. But yeah, that is my tier list on drug items from, I don't know, best to worst. So yeah, if you enjoyed, like I said, 20 likes and I'll do the one with all the pill stats up, stats down, blah blah blah, balls of steel, blah 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 blah. But if you made this far into the video, then you also like what you see, so do me a favor, hit the sub button, join the crumbs, and I will of course see you guys next time. Peace.